All right, folks, guess what? It's time for the Bloodhouse episode 9. We're back up in this bitch, and I'm feeling fine. I'm ready to commit some gosh darn crime. I'm ready to eat a watermelon right through the rind. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to shoot some motherfucking goo plus some slime.
Ooh, we got the Japanese wine. We got half of these times in mind for your crimes that you come up and shine on my slime knob with a crime boss. Yeah.
We said crime 3 times.
Crimedy.
And you even duplicated slime, dude.
I had to.
We doubled up on the slime.
Well, you threw the whole thing in the garbage before it got to me, but I was going to hit you.
Daniel, you go.
I was going to hit it with pass it down the line. I'll talk to my favorite porcupine while enjoying some fine wine over at the Serpentine. What's that? I'm not sure, but everything will be just fine once I get a chance to talk to that baby of mine.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yes. Dan Gilbert with the smoke, dude. All right, good boys. We're fucking good. All right, you good boys.
All right, good boys.
All right, good little boys. We back up in this bitch one more time.
Hey.
I'm feeling fucking great, dude. How you guys feeling?
Excelente.
I'm feeling great.
You're feeling great too,
I'm
Dan?
feeling pretty good.
Dan, I know you got a lot of fucking gearing up to do. You're about to go to Canada.
I'm about to return to Canada, where
Canada.
actually, did I talk about the last time I went to Canada and how I got pulled out at the border?
How you went up with that convoy of truckers, right? To protest the vaccine?
Yeah, and I got what I wanted out of it.
You had to bring the
Which
shoe
was
polish for
which was the
fucking
vaccine.
Trudeau.
Yeah, I ended up getting vaccinated and in prison. So as a glutton for punishment, I love it both.
They jab you in the arm and the anus when you got raped in jail.
It was liquid methamphetamine.
Well, the problem
actually.
is they put a needle in my butt and a penis in my arms.
Oh! Don't you hate when that happens, folks?
Hey, that's the trucker special.
Fucking A. Wow.
No, the last time I went to Canada, so I'd been as a child before you needed a passport. And then I went up with a girlfriend and her parents. They were driving in front of us. Her and I were in the car alone. And we're talking about how I'd been to Canada before, but I was just like, in my head, I was like, I'm just going to say I've never been. Make things easier because there's no record of me being here.
Right.
So as soon as I got to the border, they were like, when's the last time you went to Canada? And I was just like, I've never been here before. And she went, yeah, you have. We were just talking about that.
Oh.
And I literally looked up and went, well, all right. So I came in school and he was like, out of the car. I was just
Jesus
like,
Christ.
holy shit. We pull over to this area where there's dogs like sniffing through cars, people being arrested. It's like rugged, dude. It's like an SVU episode. And the whole time I'm just in my head being like, I don't know if I brought like fruit. I don't know what like the laws on food exchange are and all this shit.
She brought a fruit,
Well-
meaning she invited you to go with her. You know what I'm saying?
And I walked into that one, damn it. But we got up there and the guys they ran my record and they were just like, so do you remember whatever year getting caught with a half ounce of marijuana? And I was just like, yeah. They're like, do you know that if that was any amount more that we could deny you access to Canada right now? I was just like, I don't have weed in the car. Like, you can check my car.
You're like, did you know I don't give a fuck about going to Canada?
Yeah, pretty much. Do you know I'd rather hang out in fucking upstate New York? But they were just like, I was like, I don't have weed. You can search the car. And they're like, no, we're not going to search your car. Go. I was just like, so what the fuck was the point in any of this? Guy just wanted me to feel bad. But yeah, even I mean, I'm not like that guy, but I yelled quite loudly when we got in the car. I was just like, why the fuck would you throw me under the bus to the Mounties, dude? What are you doing?
Did you hit her?
No.
Wow, dude.
Not that night.
Dan, that's the only way they learn, don't you know?
The Canadians?
Yeah.
Well, there's no guns, so you can't shoot
No,
them.
that is crazy, though, to be at the Border Patrol and say anything other than nothing.
Yeah, she
I'm
wasn't
just like,
even
"Here you
being
go."
asked the question.
Yeah, it's insane, dude.
Really drove me nuts.
Like, what are you
We were
guys,
just
friends?
talking about that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's ridiculous, dude.
Just talking about the border?
Would you say she tattled?
Yeah.
True, yes. That was the ultimate tattle.
Yeah.
It almost denied me access to a country.
Tattlesnake.
Blabbermouth cunt.
That's
too, sure.
also funny to think of Ethan as a wrestler, but he's just the tattlesnake.
I'm
He's
the
just
tattlesnake.
He's just always laying secrets.
I'm gonna tell all your deepest, darkest secrets. I won't even hurt you.
He tells the commission.
just
Just getting wrestlers fired.
You're the reason that the steroid scandal happened.
Yeah.
That's
Do you
good.
remember when I said blabbermouth cunt? You remember what that was from, boys?
No.
Wow. He's even got the shirt on.
Is it from?
Sopranos, obviously, but I
Remember,
don't know.
Yeah, it's
Uncle June
Junior,
says it
right?
to the
Yeah.
chick, and he puts the pie in her
Oh,
face.
because she
Yeah,
said that he goes
crazy.
down on her.
Yeah.
She said he's good at eating fucking snatch.
That's such a funny.
They say if you suck pussy, you'll suck anything.
That's so funny that in their world, it's just like, you can't fucking kiss a cunt. What are you talking about?
It's fucking gay to eat pussy.
It's gay to eat. Well, wait a minute. We had this argument in the back of an Uber
Well,
where
it was
Nate said
different.
that it's gay to eat a girl's ass.
But and that exactly because it kind of is.
No, because your reasoning was dudes have asses. To which I
Right.
replied, girls have mouths. We be kissing girls on the mouth.
And I said, yeah, kissing's gay. I don't kiss. No, I'm just kidding. But you did get me there. I was bested there a little bit. But I still, I still think that it's kind of sus to like want to do a bunch of butt stuff to girls because it's like, it's like just go to jail then, dude. You know what I mean?
Well, no, that is gay. That's guys.
Yeah.
I know. But,
Girls'
but I'm
butts are
saying
different
you're-
than guys'
yeah.
butts.
I only do butt stuff to girls because I want to do it to guys, but I have morals.
I was gonna say girls' butts are cleaner, but Dan has fucking proved that wrong with his story about
Oh
the
my
fucking
God.
poop
Schmear.
girl.
So Lydia had not listened to the pod, which that was also a funny argument because I was like, wait, you don't listen to the pod? You say every week that you love the pod, and this is like episode 2.
I watched the clips
Well, she was on your side and was like, that's weird that you did that. And I was like, I still don't think it's
with
weird.
the towel.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
I
weird.
think-
It's mad weird. You should have just woken her up and be like, dude, you have shit in your ass.
But I was trying to
Weirdo.
prevent someone else from feeling bad, and I didn't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't want to have the combo.
But it was funny to have to tell this story to my girlfriend who's now looking at me as if to be like, this guy like would wipe a girl's ass.
Well,
that might be romantic.
That means you're a good man,
Hey,
dude.
you know.
I know one of my buddies, his girlfriend got, it's like, I think we might have been in high school still. She got all fucking hammered one time and threw up everywhere and shit herself while throwing up. Like, and she was like incapable of handling it at all. So he had to like wipe her ass and clean her all up. I think he like put her in the shower and
Oh my
like
God,
bathed her
dude.
and then like tucked her back into bed. And I'm just like, bro, you're a fucking better man than me. I would have left her on the bathroom floor and been like, yeah, have fun in the morning. No, I
Names.
really wouldn't have done that, but
Names now. No, just kidding.
it was
No, don't.
yeah, it wasn't.
No. You don't need to do that.
I was gonna say
I don't even want to know.
I was gonna be it rhymes with
Yeah.
but
I did
no.
a call-in show on Instagram Live for a while, and one of the stories was about this girl got shit-faced, no pun intended, but then was sleeping naked next to her boyfriend, and his like hand was on her ass, and she shit.
Oh.
it just like goes into his hand.
Yeah, I'll send you a clip of her saying it, but yeah, she shit in his hand.
She has
But-
it on video telling you this?
No, I recorded all the episodes of the live show.
Oh, it was long story short?
Yeah, but then apparently she woke up and was just too embarrassed and was like, "You shit the bed,
And you
He's
put it
just
in your
like-
hand.
But he's just
Dude.
like, "What?"
You
He's
wiped
like,
it all
that
over my
doesn't
butt."
make sense. I didn't have my hand in my ass when I was sleeping. I swear.
Yeah, every guy just sleeps like this.
Yeah.
Just-
Well, imagine how funny it would be though to like turn that into like a ghost story and just be like, "Oh, if I didn't shit and you didn't shit, how did this get here?"
How did it happen?
Ooh, the poop butt girl. We had a
Oh.
we had oh
Poop butt girl.
we had a cat when we were living together, and I woke up and the bed was soaked, and I was just like, "Did you fucking piss the bed?" And she was like, "No, it must have been the cat."
Ah,
I was
now
just
you
like,
know.
Okay, so the cat jumped in between us, pissed, and then dipped. Like, what are
Yeah.
you talking about?
Doubt it.
God.
It came out
damn.
months later after bringing it up constantly, being like, "You pissed the bed." It's weird that you won't admit it.
Was
to
she
me.
drunk?
Oh, man.
I don't remember. Doesn't matter.
Piss in the bed isn't even that shameful, you know what I mean?
No, but to lie about it's weird.
To lie about it's 10 times weirder.
Spoken from a man who
Bruh.
once a year.
I piss the bed at
annually
least
pisses
once
the
a
bed.
year. Yeah, I do it anal.
Just
anally.
celebration.
Anally piss the bed. No, but yeah, once a year I'll piss the bed. And it's not even drunk. I've never been like hammered and pissed. It's always like I'm just like having a dream that I have to piss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's only
Yeah.
a dream where I'm like nervous.
Yeah.
Like I had one where I was like opening for prof and I had to piss, but I couldn't find the bathroom. And then finally I found it and I was like, I gotta go so fast. And it was like there was
So
no
fast.
there was no thought in my mind that like this could be a dream or you know what I mean? Like I was like fully pissing and like nervous. So then I just pissed a little bit. But the second it like leaves my wiener, I wake up
Oh,
immediately.
yeah.
I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks worse because now you're just awakening to a shameful moment.
Yeah.
You
Right.
can't even like sleep through it and then deal with it later.
Well, there was a time where I went to Disney World with my dad the first time. I was like probably maybe 4 years old, I'm assuming.
Won't eat a girl's ass, but I'll go to Disney World with a dad, dude.
Yeah, dude. Whatever. I was a little kid. You're going as an adult in a couple weeks.
Yeah, shit's sick, dude. I'm gonna drink around the world.
Yeah, bro.
Dan's gonna piss the bed on purpose, dude.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
But so I'm sleeping next to my dad, and I started to piss,
Okay.
and I woke up. I woke up mid piss and stopped, and then was like, well, I already started. And I just awake, pissed, just kept pissing in the bed.
Oh my god.
It was like one of those, like, it was like I was using little kid logic. It's like, this makes sense. I
You
might
were-
as well just keep going because I already have to tell him I wet the bed.
You didn't want to pinch off the piss, so to speak.
Yeah, well, and I think at that point, I didn't realize that there's like levels to like how wet the bed gets. It was just
Yeah.
like, you wet the bed, it's done.
Yeah,
like
it's
you already
over.
wet the bed. It's
There's
as
no
wet as
depth
it's
to
gonna
this
get.
piss.
Yeah, it's wet as it's gonna get. So then I just like kept pissing, and then I had to like get up and then like I was like, Dad, I wet the bed, and it was just like a huge bottle of
Oh
piss.
man.
Well, it's like that age-old question: can you be wet if you're in water?
Yeah. Well, it's just,
True.
is water wet? That's the question. But
Well, all right.
I think
Alright.
you're wet if you're in water, but is water.
Are you wet though? Because you're just surrounded. It's
Yeah,
breaking my
you-
brain to think about it.
I
Yeah.
think you are. But I think water
It doesn't soak into your
But, like-
body. It's just on your body.
But like to say like, is water wet? I think it's like water is wetness. That's what water is.
Or does
right?
water get things wet?
Oh fuck! I was gonna hit this one, but I didn't know what it was. But then I remember just the womp womp womp, and that's not even. I guess that works. It does work.
I have a question. Have you guys ever? We're talking about lying about pissing. Have you ever been caught in a lie where you're just like, well, I just have to double down right now, even though it's clear that this doesn't make sense to either of us? I have a soft one to start it off while you guys think.
Caught in a wait. So
I think so. I
caught
think
in
I
a
can
lie,
think
and you
of
just
one.
double down with the lie.
Yeah, because at that point you're already too deep, even though you know that both of you are aware this doesn't make sense. Mine being that
A pretty honest person. Doug.
I had gotten drunk when I was younger and like put a bunch of peroxide in my hair to like bleach it basically, and then like forgot about it. And over the coming weeks, my friends are like, "Did you like dye part of your hair?" And of course, the sun starts hitting it, so it's getting lighter and lighter.
I was one of
and
them. You
lighter.
basically had like the patch that
Yeah,
I do,
and
but
I
less.
kept being like, "No." And everyone was just like,
Yeah,
"What do you
did.
mean?" And I was just like, "No, dude, I don't know what's happening. I did not do that."
I literally remember asking you at
Yes.
the skate park, and you were like, "Nope," and I was
then-
like,
That's so weird.
"All right,
Nick Howard-
it looks cool."
Nick Howard was like, I do that. Like, I do that. You don't, why? You did that. And I was like, I didn't do that. He was just like, this is, why are you lying right
He's like,
now? But yeah, I just remember, I don't know why. I was like embarrassed, I guess, because I didn't want to have, I don't know. I
didn't
just
know you
remember
could-
thinking, this sucks.
I didn't know you could do that with peroxide.
Yeah, I just dumped a bunch of peroxide only in the front. And
Yeah.
like washed it out.
I
The
can
brown
see how
bottle,
that-
right? Yeah.
I can see how that would. Yeah, like bubbles your cuts up and shit.
Bubbles your cunt.
Bubbles your cunts up.
Fucking, man, I don't know if I ever, I can't really think of one off the top of my head. Like where, you keep lying and I don't know. Do you have one?
Yeah, I remember. I mean, it wasn't like the craziest thing ever, but I was like having problems with one of my exes in my early 20s and was like pretty positive that she had cheated on me once or twice. And she kind of fucking did the same thing. What is it called? Gaslighting, basically.
Yeah.
And so that was happening. It had happened like twice, and I was just like, okay, whatever. And then we had done a maiden voyage show at the station, and my girlfriend had left, and then there was this girl there that I'd never met before, even though she was like a town over or whatever. And we were like hanging out. I don't know. We were just like fucking talking.
We were
and
just
then
fucking.
We were just fucking and talking. No, but I remember she was like, I was like pretty attracted to her. and I was like, oh shit. Oh. And so she was like selling dumplings or something like that, and I was like, oh, it's the dumpling girl. And so she was parked in the parking lot, and I was like,
Wait, she's the dumpling girl, so you'd heard of her.
no, she was just talking about her dumplings, and I was like, oh, I fucking love dumplings. And she was like, oh, I was selling them earlier. And I was like, okay. And she's like, do you want some? They're over in my car. And I was kind of like,
That's a euphemism,
that
dude.
moment where I'm like, oh no, like this is the moment that I should not be gearing towards. But I was like, I do like dumplings. So go to her car. She gives me some dumplings, and I'm kind of like, all right, let's go back to the fucking show.
Did you guys like smooch or anything?
No,
You went out
nothing.
to her car and ate dumplings?
Yep.
Also, very funny to not just be like, bring some dumplings back.
Right. Go grab them.
Yeah. Well,
I've been in dumb situations. I'm not
it
blaming
was
you.
one of those moments where I was just like,
That was a
fuck,
dump
like,
situation,
I don't
dude.
know. Yeah, it was a real dumpling ass situation.
One of those
but
situations.
and then everyone was like going back to Nate's that night, as we would do, because his house was like fucking 15 minutes or 5 minutes away, 3 minutes,
Maybe 3, yeah.
Anyway, and so I was being like, "Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, you should come over." Blah blah blah. And then like 2 weeks later,
Well, and I was telling you to. I was like, yo, get her over here, because I fucking knew that you were being naive about the whole cheating thing. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
she is lying to you. She's no good. I've said this for fucking a year now.
Yeah.
When she said she killed someone in a wood chipper, and I was like, she's obviously lying.
That's
She's
true.
a liar. This is a
Yeah.
big red flag.
She's Steve Buscemi.
I was just
It
like,
just
yeah,
Steve
exactly.
Buscemi the whole wait.
Well,
is-
Buscemi got stuffed in.
Oh, fuck.
I just watched that like 3 nights ago. But yeah, no, I was like, Ethan, just bang this girl. Get her
Yeah.
over here.
and
Get her
so
here. She was cool too. She's a nice girl.
yeah, she was cool. And then all of a sudden, like, my girlfriend, who I was like mad at the time for doing shit, and I was innocent. She didn't come to Nate's. Like, I
Right.
didn't do anything. I had literally
Did you
just
invite her
talked
to
to her.
Nate's?
Yeah, it was just text.
I did, yeah. But mad people were going too. You
Right.
know? It
There was like
that's a good
8
reason.
people there.
It wasn't one of those things where it was like, this is bound to happen. I was like, well, I
You're
don't know.
buttering your snout.
You know, yeah, a little bit. And so, yeah, I mean, the implication is there, but also didn't have to be.
Implication.
And so, weeks later, my girlfriend had, for whatever, somehow, I think maybe I had traded Instagrams with this girl, and she was probably going through like
Every person you follow.
That's
yeah, or
crazy.
something like that.
That's crazy.
And I wasn't even talking to her after that. Like, it was literally just that night at the show. And then, so my girlfriend's like, oh, so how do you know this girl or whatever? And was like, oh, you were like talking to her at the show when I wasn't there? And I was like, yep, I was. Nothing fucking happened, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And so she ends up being like, well, did you invite her over to Nate's? And I was just like, oh, so you like talked to this girl
That's
fully about
weird.
the situation that nothing even ended up happening?
How would she have known she hit her up and was like, do you
Yeah,
talk
like
to my boyfriend or something?
probably. I
Holy
really had
shit.
no fucking
Psycho.
idea. So it was like
That's nuts.
quite the situation. And then I ended up like looking like an asshole. And then she made friends with her. And I had to like
What a B.
yeah. and
Those
it-
are
it
also
was
the
so
actions
awkward
of a
after. I was
guilty
just like,
person.
dude.
Right,
to go
right.
so hard the other direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's always the most jealous person's usually the cheater in a relationship,
Yeah.
you know?
Jader.
And then I let it
Jaden.
ride for like another year, and then I was like, yeah.
Insane.
Then actually found out that she had cheated on me.
Yeah.
But anyway, with someone else, like a new one. So
Did
I was
you
like,
send
nah,
them
right,
an
cool.
Instagram message being like, how do you know my girlfriend?
I don't think I
How
did.
do you know
no.
our girlfriend?
Or actually, no, I did
No,
end
I
up
sent
being
Ethan
like,
a fucking Instagram video of fucking,
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
it like on that kid's Instagram or something?
yeah, it was like,
And she was like licking his face or something. And I'm
Oh,
like,
Jesus
I was like, hate
Christ.
to be the bearer of bad news, dude, but
yeah.
But also, I was like hyped because I knew
I
that
was
she
gonna
was
say,
no good.
did you hate to be?
I
the
knew
bearer
she was
of
no
bad
good,
news?
but I didn't want to hurt my
No,
friend.
of
But I
course.
was like,
The text in the story was, "We're so in love," and I was just like, "Oh, that's my girlfriend of 3 years."
Yeah.
Oh, you two are in love. That's kind of crazy. I was just with her.
but it was like one of those things where it's like you weren't gonna believe it unless you actually just saw it happen. So
No,
like,
exactly.
Here it
yeah.
is.
No, I was glad you sent that to
Yeah.
me, and I was leaving work, and I
fucking
was like,
brutal,
"All right,
dude.
well."
I mean, it makes it easier though to see it also because it's like
Oh,
you're pissed. It's
entirely.
like, well, okay, you fucking dumb bitch.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
But
Terrible.
it's a sensitive. I'm not going to go into the rest of it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a sensitive subject for the rest of that story. But anyway,
For sure.
Well, I'll tell you who's not sensitive. Our listeners that call in and leave voicemails. we got some honkins.
Definitely honkies at least.
Yeah. Hand me my little
I would
cup.
say based on these voicemails mainly. Okay. This is voicemail number 1. This person left us 5 voicemails in a row.
Jesus.
So we'll go through them together here.
Hell yeah.
Hey, man, is this the damn Butt House podcast, man? I fucking...
Amazing.
The gentleman got cut off, so he called back.
I'm fucking.
This the damn Butt House fucking podcast.
He left the same message.
Man, I was fucking cranking my hog to episode 5. God damn.
Good app.
Crazy because that's the most viewed app. It rose the fastest. People are out there and loving it and apparently cranking. And the gentleman called back one more time.
Well, people are cranking about it.
This
folks.
is third to last.
This fucking Butt House.
He has
I
to
got
ask every time.
disconnected earlier. But yeah, I was wanting to go more into depth of the hog cranking during episode 5.
Nice.
I tell you what,
Tell me. What?
Butt House for life.
Yep. That's got to be Woody, right?
I was just going to say, is this Woody?
I'm assuming so.
He's cranking his Woody.
This next one is...
Still him? Woody, are you there?
Well, there's no transcription. Oh, it's him pretending to be cranking. That's nice.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
All right, and then he finally...
Leave us cranks, man.
Nice one,
He
Woody.
must have had post-nut clarity.
Clarity.
So
Post-nut clairvoyance.
let's listen into a man of new mental health.
You ever get
Distinction.
post-nut clairvoyance?
Oh, fuck yeah. Fucking...
Well, no, apparently that's him still mid-action, so that sucks.
Yeah, dude. Nice one, Woody.
Listener jerks are
No good.
nah. But this person had a genuine question. Both. All right, we'll play it.
Hey guys, I just wanted to ask. I've been working on a project for over 2 years. It's a music project. It's my first one. I just wanted to ask you guys, especially Dan too, what was like the hardest like music project you guys had to work on, or for like Dan, like what was the hardest set that you've had to come up with, and what did you guys do, and what advice would you give people who are working on their first project or a project where they feel like they just get stuck and have had to keep working on it?
Quit.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Give up.
So what do
Throw
you
in the
do?
towel.
What's the hardest thing you've been through in your artistic endeavors, and how do you push through is the gist of that one.
I'd say going from off the heels of Flow Stimulus, then moving to New York, and then having so my album The Amalgam was like kind of almost done when Flow Stimulus came out, and like the COVID thing kind of like put a damper on the whole Amalgam shit. So that's kind of what Flow Stimulus came out of. But then I had to, so it's like I took a break from Flow Stimulus or from the Amalgam, and then I had to get back into it. And it's tough to like take a long break from a project and then like get back in the headspace you were in when you were actually like creating it. And that was really tough. But I mean, really, it just took me like fucking just doing it. You know,
It's
just
just
like sitting there
repetition,
and just
yeah.
listening to it over and over again and be like, okay, this is what I need to change. And just like each song, I would just like make bullet points of like a to-do list for each track, and then just like slowly start fucking ping, ping, picking them off, you know? And I mean, that's kind of how it is with anything, like especially making a full project is like setting, just like, it's because sometimes it's overwhelming to know where to even begin. Like, I know there's a bunch of shit that I have to do, but I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. So it's like if you lay it all out, just like sit down and just think about all of the things that you have to do. Write them all down, which can also be overwhelming to like see it all. But if you just be like, all right, I'm just gonna attack one of these things at a time.
That's a checklist at that point.
Yeah, and then it's kind of fucking stimulating to even do it. You just like each day you're like, I'm gonna do 1 and 2. Pew, pew. And then it's like, once you get cooking on that, it's smooth sailing. But I mean, obviously, you know, then you finish the checklist and then you listen to it again, and then you might develop a new checklist, and you might kind of keep going. But eventually, there is a time where you have to just be like, all right, it's done. It's fucking done. Another thing I'll do, like when I feel like it's done, I'll send it to like the music people, like my music homies that I value their opinion, and be like, yo, will you listen to this whole thing and like tell me if it feels like anything is like missing, or if any of the mixes are like dog shit, or, like if anything is like glaringly bad, you know? I don't know. That's normally my routine, just checklist and fucking
Keeping on trucking.
yeah, and like just making yourself sit down, because like making the music is fun. Getting it all packaged up right is the tough part.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of fucking boring ass work and tedious work, and it's like it's not going to get done if you don't just fucking sit down and do it. So
Right.
I don't know.
It is interesting because it's the same as any other artistic endeavor. You have to put in so much work to have like a little bit of fun.
Right.
But that little bit, or not little bit of fun, but like a short-lived
celebration
you know what I mean?
for it. Yeah, yeah.
Like to come up, even for a comedy, to come up with 10 new minutes takes so fucking long, and you have to eat such shit. But then when it hits that one night, you're like, oh, I just had the best 10 minutes of my life. Right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's the same thing.
Well, and comedy is also kind of tougher because it's like, well, especially if you're writing off like true, like real experience.
Yeah.
It's like you have to like live a bunch of shit. Whereas like rapping, you know, I can just rap for like a fucking, I kick a rhyme all the time.
Well, New York's great for that. I would say, I mean, the hardest thing in comedy is probably just when you have like 4 sets in a row where you're like, fuck, that did not go well.
Right.
Like maybe I just suck at this and like got lucky, or maybe it was hot crowds the whole time that I thought I was doing
Yeah,
well.
for all these 10 years or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, just sit. I mean, the hardest part in comedy is making yourself right. It's so easy to coast on. I mean, you guys are in the same boat, though. It's so easy to coast on songs or whatever that you know people already like and you know have already hit other places.
Right, and even being like, oh, I need to write a song like that again because that's what people like, or you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
being like, it gets kind of scary to take chances and stuff too sometimes.
Right.
But
I mean, the most fun I've been having lately is just retooling.
what are you doing with your wrist?
The fucking bottom of the bracelet was up top, so I was giving her a shake, dude.
Shaking that brace.
Oh, it does look weird on camera. It looks like a ghost thing. Like, I just don't mention it. I've been having fun just retooling old jokes that I found boring and finding out new ways to say them and like new angles to go into and
Rewording it and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
like
exactly.
simplifying certain punches.
like even like since you guys started coming around, the whole opening I have about tattoos is like completely different, and it's just a one-off. Being like, yeah, I have a bunch of tattoos because I thought life was going to go differently, and then like going in from there. It's just fun to like kind of throw a line out there and be like, where do I go from this?
Yeah.
Right.
Exciting. But what about
think-
you, Nathan? What about you, Ethan?
Well, you know, mainly it's about checklists.
Yeah.
Just restart.
Yeah. No, I mean, to reiterate your point, like, Funk 95 was definitely like the easiest and hardest at the same time because it was easy for me to like make those tracks. I was in like a certain mindset. It was the first time I was working on a project where I actually knew the vibe and like what I wanted to do with this one. And I basically had made that intro track, like the fucking instrumental, and I was like, oh, I named that beat Funk 95, and I was like, oh, this sounds like a radio thing. And then I was like, oh, let me delve into like a dirty ass, like if I had a radio station, what I would want it to sound like. And so I had done like 2 of the tracks, I believe, Exquisite, and I had like Puddin' Cup, that second longer verse, done before we moved to New York. And then I pretty much made the rest of it for like our first year here. And it was like I had thrown out Arthur Willymop, just kind of like sitting on it for like 2 fucking years. Was like, there's so many things that I would want to change, but also like, how do I go about doing that? Didn't really know how to like fucking make that checkpoint list yet and be like, oh, I'm going to fix this. I'm going to re-record this. Should I re-record this? And I wasn't really like sending it around because I was kind of like nervous, and I had only had that one EP, Dog Years, out at the time. So with this one and talking to this guy here, I was like, what the fuck do I do with this? How do I shape this? How do I not just like put it out and just be like, oh, there's the album online? And so Jar really helped me like develop the idea of being like, okay, I have this fucking piece of work that's like I'm very proud of. Here's how to like checklist your way through an actual release and like fucking do the whole merch thing and like do the whole internet rollout. So like, I don't know.
Right, because there were times where you were
tough.
like discouraged and like, I think I'm just gonna drop it like next month or whatever. I'm like, dude,
Right.
you're not ready yet. I was like, if you just put it out, it's gonna flop totally.
Right.
And the music's great, but it's just like it's the sad fucking reality we live in, where like some of the, you hope that like the cream rises to the top, but like it doesn't really work like that.
If you put it out, it's gonna flop. Cream rises to the top.
Bars.
Dog. New track on the way. But
That's also what Lydia told me last night.
and I remember being annoyed with you saying it would flop if I just put it out because I'm like, this shit is dope.
But it's like, yeah,
but you
but
weren't
like-
wrong in that you weren't saying it like wouldn't do well or people wouldn't.
It
Well,
would
people-
do well.
and-
People
anybody who
wouldn't
heard
know,
it would
yeah.
like
Exactly.
it. The people who hear it would like it, but it's like not many people are going to hear it because it's like
Yeah.
it's
if
not
I
going to
didn't
get.
campaign it well.
Yeah, and you don't have like a buzz on the street or something where it's
Yeah.
like where like Yoral Droog or somebody can just like drop something and it just happens
Right.
naturally, like grassroots
Yeah.
marketing shit. Later, Emmy.
Emmy, do you want to
Bye.
say what's up to the podcast?
She's like,
No.
like, I'd rather not.
It's called
Fair
Butt
enough.
House.
Yeah.
It's very welcoming.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh shit.
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah.
Do you guys have
I'll
any
apologize
songs?
in advance.
Do you guys have any songs like the Beatles stopped playing live because their stuff started getting so intricate? Do you have songs that you don't either like to do live or like can't do live?
I mean, I have like slower, more like serious songs that I don't really do live because I'm like, I feel like if you're like headlining and a ton of people are there to see you and they're like familiar with your catalog, you can do more like intimate songs.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I always
You got
feel like
ballads.
see, I feel like as an opener, it's like you're on stage and it's like your job is just to kind of like hype people up.
Yeah, for
Not to be like,
sure.
here's the song about my daddy.
No, it's-
you know what I mean?
it's-
This song's about my family problems.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
the
nobody's trying to
same
hear
thing
that
in
shit.
comedy. I did a comedy festival, and my buddy Dylan and I did like this late night show, basically where comics did their sets, and then we interviewed them after, and it was just going really badly. And I just kept making jokes about killing myself for like an hour straight because I was so mad and so upset. And I literally
Yeah.
got pulled aside being like, you're killing the energy of the festival.
Yeah.
You can't just talk about killing yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are on like 4 shows.
Was
You
the
have-
crowd laughing?
Well, it was the night before the one you came to. Actually, I forgot you were on that second one.
Yeah.
So the second one went great, but no, they weren't laughing, even though I was coming up with some bangers about killing myself, dude. But yeah,
Some fucking bangers.
I got literally pulled aside and just told like, you can't do this. You're bringing down like the entire festival with doing this. And I was like, oh yeah, that's fair. I guess I get it. People don't want to just hear. It's cathartic to say and concerning to hear. So
Right.
You can't be doing that.
I have old tracks that I stopped doing to like fill in newer ones that I want to like bring back. But I also used to start every set with my track Gas Pump. It's literally my first song off my first EP. And it's just kind of like the beat is a little boring. I used to think of it as like a good warm up because it like taps into my fucking lyrical miracle shit. but it's kind of slow going, and I feel like it's best to just like fucking come out and be like, bah!
Right. You got to start hot and end hot.
Here's hot energy. Like that's when I can always go back to be like, all right, y'all want to hear some fucking chill lyrical shit, bro?
Yeah,
but
I feel like the perfect set's like start with a banger, and then you can kind of bring it down a little bit, and then banger in the middle, bring it down a little bit, banger at the end.
Roller coaster.
Yeah.
I have 2 unreleased tracks that I always do live that I'm not really sure what to do with, but probably next album. But I do that one like the keys are not easy on my soul, keys are not easy on my soul.
You showed me that. You have like a new spaghetti western thing that I liked a lot.
Oh yeah, that one's fun. Yeah, I've been making some new tracks, working on a new fucking album, dude.
Ooh, we just got a new voicemail.
Oh, I'll play that shit.
Woo! You know what fucking time it is?
What's up? Hey, yo, what's up?
That's it. Hey, yo, what's up? By a little kid.
It says there's more. Wait.
Wait.
Yo, where are you, man? What's up?
Huh. It's a child.
Well,
Ethan, I think that call was for you.
yeah, that's Ethan's boyfriend.
Well, you've
Damn,
been
dog.
sponsored by Subway for a while now, so it's
Yeah,
about time
bro.
you start getting
Fucking
the
wish,
fans.
dude. Yo, the Subway melt. Bangs. I don't know if that's on the menu anymore, though. It was like a turkey club type situation.
I do love a club. And speaking of clubs, we've got quite a few members of our club of listeners here. We've got one last voicemail we'll listen to. I hope to God it's not a child this time.
What up, boys? Long-time listener, first-time caller, big fan. Been thinking about how I want to word this because I want it to sound eloquent, if not intelligent. But yeah, as somebody who's trying to get into writing my own raps and rhymes, hopefully in the future, do you guys have any, maybe not tips, but how do you guys get over the voice in your head that lets you have like a cool, badass voice talking about fucking bitches and driving cars into buildings and shit like that? You know what I mean? It's the fun wordplay and the punchlines and the jokes, and it feels cool. But how do you get over like the feel like that's not me? I don't know.
The voice saying
this is
you're
long-winded,
gay.
but I've been wanting to call in for a while. Love you, boys.
Love you too.
How do you get over the voice that tells you not to just fucking crash a plane into 2 towers?
Is that what he was saying? No, he was saying that. How do you get over the voice that's telling you? He said he wants to be like driving a
No.
car into a building.
Yeah,
but
I
his
just
voice
don't
in his
know
head
anyone
is telling him.
that raps about that.
You're right,
It's
right.
like, I got a new whip crashing in a city bank.
That's a sick bar, dude.
Took him on a police chase. It ended me fucking crashing into the chase bank.
Part of me is like, I have a harder time with being like, yeah, I just fucked a bitch and I'll fuck your bitch too.
I love
and
it.
even when I'm like, I like that bar, it's big dick energy, dude. I'm like, there's definitely something in my head where I'm like, I'm not really that guy. I'm not that fucking cool. But at the same time, I'm like, I am that guy. I could fuck your bitch. I might fuck your bitch. Yeah. So, and then I'm like, well, Nate said some pretty crass things, and it seems to go well for him. So, like, I should. And like Maiden Voyage back in the day, I had more of those bars, and it always felt really good. But then with my solo stuff, I don't feel as like.
We were with the boys.
Yeah,
You're like getting that
exactly,
energy
yeah.
all hyped up around it.
Yeah.
Well, and I'd say if you do it under the guise of like it's kind of humorous. I mean, that's kind of how I started saying foul shit. It's like, and even pretty much anytime I do say like foul shit, it's kind of meant to. It's like got a humorous tone to it, somewhat. You know what I mean? It's like I don't really like. I have a song coming out where I'm like fucking. Like,
You have a song
whatever.
about
I'm like,
coming out.
I'm like, I got your girl waiting for me on my front steps. I ain't whatever. It's just like shit like that. And then I'm like, your girl is a pig. I heard the bitch oinking. I don't know. It's just like mean, shitty bars, but it's like literally just meant to be funny. And because it's meant to be funny, I'm like, I've always had a foul sense of humor. So that
That's
is
like-
me. You know what I mean? It's like whether or not I'm physically going to be like if this is really my thoughts and intentions or whatever, it's like, no, it's like just, I think it's funny. And it's also like, nobody's like, Quentin Tarantino, you out killing people all the time. Like it's it's
Yeah.
a fucking movie. It's like
Well,
meant to be entertaining.
I don't write. Almost every one of my jokes is about something that's real, and almost all of them make fun of me. So I'll never be able to write a joke that's like, "Oh, I was dicking this girl," because where's the humor? in
Well,
that?
right, yeah,
But-
you're not a black comedian. That's like the only way that works. Like Bernie
God,
Mac being
if
like
I was,
Bernie Mac, like, I'm big bone, dude.
if
What
I
would
was,
you do if you were a black comedian, Dan?
I would come out immediately and just say, "I ain't scared of you, motherfuckers."
And do 3 hours.
I would kick
Yeah.
through a door.
run the
dude.
light every night.
They
dude.
wouldn't
Yeah.
have a light. Light burns out when I'm on
Yeah,
stage.
the
Dude.
bulbs just pop.
No, it's interesting though because somebody, not to get real on it, but it's like Future or somebody always talks about doing mad drugs, and then Nicki Minaj asked them about it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I don't even do that like real type of shit."
Right.
And it's just like, well, I guess when the money's there, like who gives a shit? But how? I feel like if you're not being true to yourself, not to sound like a fucking NBC special, but like it's gonna come out or it's not gonna sound genuine anyways.
Yeah.
So if you're
Right.
not the dude that's going to get in a car and crash into a building, maybe just rap about what you do feel.
Yeah, rap about like fucking sitting in a chair
yeah.
or whatever. But and yeah, that's the thing with like the Future shit. It's like rappers going on like fully like gangster shit or like talking about drug shit and they don't do it at all. That is kind of odd to me because it's like you are it's under serious like pretenses.
Yeah.
Where it's like my shit, if I say some foul shit, it's like you can kind of tell that I'm joking, Like if I was just out there being like, I'm smoking pills.
No, dude, you
it's
just
like,
keep being that cocky asshole.
yeah, exactly, exactly. But not to say that people shouldn't do fucking gangster rap. I don't fucking know. I listen to that shit. I don't listen to necessarily like drug rap, but like I'll listen to rappers talk about fucking killing people, and I know that most of them haven't.
I have this new song I was writing that it's like many men wish death on me, but I don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky anymore.
And he's lying because he cries all the time.
Yeah, I
You
do
were tearing
cry.
up just before this ep started.
Yeah,
You were crying?
We had a big heart to heart.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm not going to continue a
He was-
lie. Look at me rapping about shit that's not real.
have you ever
dude.
told a lie and found yourself in that lie, Dan?
You ever just double down? Yeah, he fucking cried. He brought up some shit I won't repeat.
Well, boys, I got something
Uh-oh.
specifically for me and Ethan.
Ooh,
Sorry,
speaking
Daniel.
of music,
I've got something.
I was just home.
Dan, your
in
dad's
Vermont.
calling.
Yeah, I was just in Vermont.
Michael on the pod?
And I saw
Should we?
I saw old T
Doesn't sound
Slove.
it.
I saw T Slove and he gave me this present for me and Ethan. Well, really it's from Santa, but oh, your dad's calling?
Yeah.
Pick it up.
Pick it up.
Hold on. Hello?
Hey, bud.
Hey, we're live recording a podcast right now, just to let you know.
Okay.
No, well, what's up? You're
I
on the
saw-
pod, by the way. I think I have to tell you that.
Okay. I saw a dollar transfer. I just wanted to make sure that was you.
Okay, yeah, that was me from yesterday.
Yeah. Okay. So it did go through.
Okay, so I can send you guys money.
Yep.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. Take care.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Cool. Hell yeah, dude.
Nice, dude.
He got the dollar transfer.
He got the dollar transfer.
Hey.
Imagine if he
Hey.
just called to brag.
Hey. Yeah.
Hey,
He's
Dan,
just
I
like-
just got a fucking dollar, you
Hey,
pussy.
man.
What are you doing?
Dan, we up big. You said you're going to a casino, right?
Yeah. I'm putting it on black tonight, buddy. All right. I'm going to open this up. This is Teese's gift to me and Ethan.
Wait, I wanna.
Show him the tag.
No, I wanna share.
Co-rip.
It's mine too.
Oh, more
fuck.
boxes.
What is this? I'll open that. I'll open the bigger one. Big means more important.
What's kalimba? I don't get
What
it.
is this?
Oh,
Whoa.
it is a kalimba.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's got little finger
Damn.
fucking
Is that
look,
like the
little
steel
things you can
drums?
put on your finger.
Is that
This
like
is
the steel
sick.
drums?
Damn, dog. I've always wanted a fucking kalimba.
Bro, I got one of these turtle drums. Check this
Slap
shit.
it up.
Dirt drum.
Dan, keep talking.
Well, hold on. Do you have a little hammer?
Don't you go like that?
Oh, you got the hammers. We're going to Tiger Mountain with this bad boy.
Oh, I I just talked into this. Yes.
Bro.
Yes.
Yo, T-Slove, thank you very much. You're the type of man I would want to get in touch with. Not butt kiss, maybe kiss your butt though. You know, but not your butthole, cause that's gay. Even if you were a female, you know that we got the ill details. We got the drum, in which is a turtle. That is something like a hurdle, a hop over. I got a hot pop over. That's a hot pocket, hot topic, sober. I can't do it with the thingy. Yo, never mind. Don't ever bring me nothing like that for my thumb in. I'ma tell you I'm drumming. C. Now E. And G. B. And D. Woo! Baby.
Those are cool gifts that you guys just got.
That's actually fucking awesome, Taylor. You're the man, dude. I got to get you something fucking. I'll get you a harmonica or something.
Yeah, Taylor, you're fine.
We got the kalimba. I'll be
very left out of this whole thing.
You be Simba.
Musafa.
Mufasa.
Nah, he'll be Scar, dude.
Because Scar's secretly gay.
That's why he killed his brother. Because he was afraid of the secret getting out.
Yeah, he's like, he knows. I made him kiss my penis when we were babies.
Oh, no.
Is that weird?
Well, it's not weird.
Go.
Yo, it's my time to shine. Get up on the thing, do it every time. It's my time to glow. Pull down my pants and I show you my scrotum. Need a Tums, you got a little tummy ache, you're fucking dumb. Dan likes eating bum of girls, that is gay. Eat a bum of a man, why don't you prove that you're not gay? Yo, he's going to jail. He won't prevail. He'll get fucked to death. Big Dan having butt sex with a man in a jail cell. He yells for help. They don't come rushing out his butt. That blood concussion. He's got a concussion. Its head smacked on the shower floor. He's getting plowed some more. This is war. Whew. Will he win the battle?
Would you guys avenge me if I was killed in a prison?
Specifically, raped to death in jail.
Yes.
Would you guys go undercover, get arrested,
Go to jail,
find out who did it?
Dan,
and then we just get raped to death too.
you can't break the cycle.
Yeah, we
You're
can't.
defiling my
everyone.
cake, Dan. I tell you what.
Oh,
Thanks, Ethan.
you say you're defiling my cake? You wish,
You're
dude.
defiling my.
You're defiling
fucking-
my cake. Oh, that's good stuff, dude. Well, anyway,
T-Slove
so
is the man.
those are awesome gifts.
And he just broke his hand
I'm gonna
punching
make
a
this.
bag.
He broke his hand playing one of the bar games that we're supposed to play.
Yep.
We set up a whole contest, and now we're going to have to wait over a month to do it, but it's our own dang faults.
Yeah.
Gotta get lav mics first, dude.
Yeah, true.
I got 2, but we should all buy some nice ones.
Yeah. But so I was gonna say, yeah, I was just home chilling with Tease and them, and I went home. It was my stepdad's 70th birthday this weekend, so I went back there and hold on. I had some notes about this. So I don't want to fucking miss anything.
Eddie's the man.
So
I love Eddie.
yeah, he is. He's a great fucking fella. But so yeah, Tease broke his wrist playing that fucking punch game with the bat where it tells you how hard you punched it.
So he must have just missed, right?
That's what I was saying.
I would imagine. He specifically told me, I was like, damn, you actually broke your wrist? And he was like, yeah, man, sent me the x-ray. I was like, what the fuck? How'd you do
Crazy.
that? And he says, I punched the thing that you punched to see how hard you punch, and I punched it too hard. And I was like,
Bars.
okay.
Completely not true.
right. But so I went home and fucking yeah. So it was my stepdad's birthday on Saturday, right? So I had to get him a present. I'm driving around Saturday. I've called my mom. I'm like, hey, I'm in lab. What should I get Eddie for his birthday? And she's like, oh my, I really don't know. And then Savannah was with me, and she's like, get him a goldfish. Joking. And I was like, oh. I was like, yes. Savannah said, get him a goldfish. I was like, that'd be hilarious. And my mom was like, she's like, oh, he would love that. I was like, what? And I was like, really? And she's like, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, well,
You just get somebody a responsibility.
he does. My stepdad does love chores. Like he loves just having little
wow.
things to do. So I was like, that actually might be a pretty good gift. So I went to the pet store. I didn't,
Pours a little natty light in there
Yeah, he's like,
when he cracks one.
"Drink
He's
up, little fucker."
Yeah, buddy.
Actually, Eddie's been off the sauce for like a month now.
Oh, that's
maybe even
awesome.
more than a month.
Damn,
but,
son.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But so I went to the pet store and I got him a beta fish.
Just to let him know you're the alpha of the family, dude.
That's right, dude.
Yeah.
God damn.
But I got him like a sick fish bowl with like a skull little thing and like a plant in it and stuff.
Sick.
It's pretty awesome. And I brought it up for him. Like I'm like, the surprise was pretty funny. But he wasn't as shocked as I thought. He was just like, oh, that's awesome. He wasn't like, what the fuck? I was hoping he was going to be like, well, really? Why'd you buy me a fish? But
Yeah.
But he was kind of hyped, and I'm like, all right, what are you going to name it? And right off the rip, he's like, Bandit.
Damn.
Okay.
That's fucking
Yeah,
cool.
pretty sick name.
That's a sick name for a beta fish. Dude.
Yeah, and then so the next day, I come up, whatever, I got up at like 11 or whatever. I go upstairs, and my mom's up, but Eddie wasn't home. And she's like, oh, it was so cute. I came down, and Eddie was playing with his fish. I was like, what do you mean? What was he doing? She's like, oh, he was just tapping on the glass. I'm like, dude.
They fucking hate that.
Yeah, she's like, he was swimming all around crazy. I'm like, dude, that's not good for the fish. I was
That
like,
is
I don't
so
think
funny.
he's supposed to do that. I looked it up, and it's like, yeah, that can like kill the fish. I
It's
was like,
funny
what
to
the
quit
fuck?
drinking, then start terrorizing animals. Yeah.
But he really didn't know. When he came home, I was like, Eddie, I heard you were just banging on the glass and fucking up the fish. He's like, oh, what? He's like, he loved it. I was like, hold on. I like pulled up an article. I was like, you're not supposed to do that. I was like, I don't know how you've never heard that before.
He's in his 70 years. He's
Yeah,
never heard that.
never heard you're not supposed
Well,
to
that
tap on the
makes
glass.
sense that like people that old are just like punching fucking
You're right.
aquariums, being like,
Yeah.
look at him.
Yeah, look at the way the dolphin swims.
your
The
dad
shark
quit
keeps
drinking.
coming towards me whenever I do this.
Your dad quit drinking and played with the dog this morning. Kicked him clear across the yard.
He loves it.
Loved it.
Listen to
been
the way
running around,
listen to the
limping.
way he's laughing. The dog's like, he thinks it's hilarious,
He's sick with too much fun.
dude. And then so to top that off, that's some funny shit with my stepdad, and then some funny shit with my bio dad, dude. I went and got a haircut the day before I left, and then yesterday was the day I was driving back to New York. I pulled in to my dad's. My dad opened up this like. Part of it is like a slot car track that you can pay to use
Yeah.
or whatever. And then behind it is like a automatic car wash that he like refurbished. It had been there when I was a kid, but he bought it and tricked it out.
He opened up an
He
AutoZone.
freaked that bitch. But
Freak that bitch.
so I went through to go through the car wash, and I saw my dad's truck was there, so I stopped to say what's up to him. But I had like a call to make first with my booking guy, so I'm like just posted in the parking lot in my car, like talking on the phone for like 20 minutes. And then I see my dad like walking around doing stuff, and I thought that he would have seen me and noticed it was me. But then I get out, I'm like, hey, what's up? And he was outside of the place, and he's like, oh, Jesus, Nader, that's you. He's like, my buddy Bill's in there. I told him there was a hot chick in the fucking driveway. I'm like, Jesus
God.
Christ, dude. I'm like, what the fuck, Dad?
Damn.
I was like, yeah, I did just get this very lesbian haircut, but still. He's like, yeah, I thought she kept fucking looking at me. I was like, what the hell?
Dude, that's so funny.
I was like, I was about to go say what's up.
daddy, but not like this.
Yeah, not just dad. Yeah, dude.
That's wild. I
pretty
can't
weird.
tell you how much you don't look like a girl.
Yeah.
Well, maybe just that, I was in the
Ooh.
car. It's a little hard to tell.
We did put up a poll today, though. Let's see who is the
Yeah,
most
that
likely.
shit was fucking. I'm infuriated.
I ended up getting a couple votes, which is just like, where the hell did this
Yeah, I
come
don't know
from?
where that was coming from.
Is it still up? No.
Oh, it must
You
have
can go to
just
activity.
ended. Yeah.
But-
probably not great for the pod.
Anyways, you find that. But so I got another fucking dumbass story. So after that, after my dad thought I was a hot girl, I drove to New York, and I was leaving at like fucking 2-something p.m. So fucking how many fucking retards it takes to pull up a iPhone? Whatever. I'm just
3.
fucking around. But no, so I'm driving home to New York, and I was leaving at like 2:30, so
Yeah.
I knew I was gonna hit Connecticut at like the worst time ever.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, fuck that. I'm taking the scenic route through like upstate New York, You ever go that way? You
No, you told me
You
that.
go over
I
to like
should have
Springfield
taken it.
way and you go
Yeah.
down. So I go that way and I'm driving for so long and like the regular amount of time and it says it's like you're 30 minutes away or whatever.
Keeps adding up, yeah.
No, it wasn't even adding up. I had no traffic at all. It was like a beautiful drive and I was like, oh, I'm already almost home. This is great. But I wasn't paying attention to my surroundings or where I was. And I was on the phone with Term from Palmer Squares. And we're just shooting the breeze. So I really was not focused on what I was doing. But then I noticed my thing says I'm 5 minutes away and I'm in like a residential area.
Oh, jeez.
And I've been driving for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
So I realized, I mapped to the wrong, I'll make up an address, 131 Smith Street.
Yeah.
So there's a 131 Smith Street in Brooklyn, but there's also one in Beacon, New York, which is an hour and 45 minutes from Brooklyn.
Yeah. No shit.
So I realized that. I'm like, motherfucker, god damn it. So I have to pull over and I like map to the right place. And like I'd been driving for like 5 hours and I thought I was about to be home. And then I'm like, I have another hour and 45 minutes to go. I was like, god damn it. I'm on the phone with Term. I'm like, dude, I just did the dumbest fucking thing ever. I mapped to the wrong house.
Wow. Lydia and I,
pretty funny.
Took us 4 hours to get from here to New Hampshire. 4 hours, like straight, and I was
Beautiful.
like sick.
That's
took
awesome.
us 8 hours to get from Claremont back here.
Ooh,
every parkway was like dead stop traffic. There was just
What day was it?
Tuesday. No, Monday.
What time?
Monday.
What time are you coming through?
We left at like noon.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's still crazy though. I mean,
Insane, dude, and it sucks because it kept adding up. Randomly, you'd look down and it would add a half an hour, then add a half an hour.
Annoying. That shit like makes me want to fucking murder people.
It got to the point where I was like, all right, we're like an hour and 3 minutes away. Bumps up to 145. And I'm like, no fucking way. 201. I'm like, dude, we're literally like 60 miles from Brooklyn. Why the fuck is it going to take 2 hours?
So awful, dude.
Yeah, it's whack as fuck.
I was like 16, and my friend Jake had just gotten his license. I didn't get mine until I was 18 because I'm, mentally handicapped. But so our friend who we went to high school with, she moved down to Massachusetts, and we're like, oh, we'll go visit her. We'll hang out at the mall for the day, then hang out with her and her friend or like cousin or whatever at night, and then we'll just drive back. And it was Jake's first time like out of state driving. But we were like, we fucking got this. But GPS wasn't really super accurate when I was 16. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, but like 12 years ago, shit was fucking different. And so we're on our way back from fucking Massachusetts. It's nighttime. We're driving along. We're just like talking, hanging out, listening to music for like what was supposed to be like.
He was driving, right?
Yeah. So it's like 2 hours. We're not really paying attention. And all of a sudden, and I'd never been to New York before, but we look up at the fucking road sign and it says, entering New York now. And we're like, what the fuck? We're going from Massachusetts to goddamn New Hampshire. And we were just like, oh no, dude. We are like, and we kind of got scared because we were like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, do we
Big
have
city,
enough
little
gas money?
boys,
Like,
yeah.
where are we at? Like, what's going to happen?
Well,
and all of a
tolls.
sudden, yeah. And we hit a fucking roundabout situation to like jump on. And we're like literally probably not terribly far from where we're living right now. And we're like trying to figure out how the fuck to get back, like looking it up, being like, oh shit. We like stop at a gas station. And then we're like, oh shit, we were just driving for like 2.5 hours at least. And now we have a 4-hour drive home.
Yeesh.
And yeah, that was a little bit terrifying because we were both like
That John
young
Denver's
enough
full
where
of shit.
we don't really have money for gas and shit like that. So
Name
that was
reference.
terrifying.
Wait, what'd you say?
That John Denver's full of shit.
I don't know.
Damn.
It's from Dumb and Dumber where they go the complete wrong way.
Been a long time.
Oh yeah.
He's just like, man, it's not very mountainous out here.
It's been a long time since I've seen
Dumb and Dumber,
Dumbers.
arguably one of the best comedies ever.
Yeah, for sure.
So fucking funny.
How do you feel about Dumb and Dumber 2? I feel like I was
I don't
gonna
give a
ask
fuck
this
about any of those
when we were
things.
talking about
Is it
Ace
Jim
Ventura,
Carrey
the
and
last
Dumb and
ep.
Dumber 2?
It's well, so there was
Because there's
Dumb and
Dumber. which
yeah,
is not
I don't know
Jim
which
Carrey.
one's which, but there is
That's-
another one.
Really?
Dumb and Dumber is
Yeah,
the one
with
with
two
like
new
where it takes
guys.
place
It's
when
like
they're
a
kids.
prequel. Yeah.
I did used to love that one when I was a
yeah.
kid. I thought it was funny. Bob
just-
Saget's in it.
I like Bob Saget. I just hate this fucking. You have to have IP to make anything, and let's just run everything into the ground. Anchorman 2, I literally walked out of the theater.
The IP.
Really?
Improv?
Intellectual property. You got to like take an existing property
Oh,
and then
I
just
see.
that's the only way to get a green light now is to build on
Yeah,
something
prove
that
it's
already
already
had.
successful,
Yeah.
yeah.
But Anchorman
Right.
2, I literally walked out of the theater when he's like blind and fight with the shark. I was just like, this sucks. Like
Yeah.
this sucks really bad. And Anchorman 1
It's
like
so
defined
fucking
my sense of
incredible.
humor when I was
Right.
a kid.
Right.
Did I make this up? Did they do a Dumb and Dumber
No, they
reboot?
did. They did.
Okay, I thought
With
Yeah.
Jim Carrey
So
and
And this was
Jeff
like 20
Daniels.
years later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So there's Dumb and Dumberer, and then there's Dumb and Dumber 2 TOO. I
Which-
don't know which one's which,
I think
but there Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels are in two Dumb
I know
and Dumber
Dumb and Dumber
movies.
is the
Yeah.
one with the kids, the different
Yeah,
actors.
so Dumb and Dumber 2, but spelled wrong, is the one that they're both in as well. But it's just like, why do you guys? Same with Anchorman. Why do you guys wait fucking 15 to 20 years later when you don't? It's the same thing you guys are talking about when you leave something and then come back to it. You're not in the same headspace. The comedy's not the same. It's so much fucking
That came out in
layup humor.
2014. I didn't know that. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, it's easily
fucking
like
dumb.
a fucking easily just like someone in a boardroom meeting being like, "Oh, what could we do? What could we do here?" And someone's like, "Well, one of the best movies ever is Dumb and Dumber."
Yeah.
And like, "Oh, let's
ruin
the
it."
reboot wasn't as good, so let's fucking double down, try to get these boys on board."
Right.
Well,
20
the
years
crazy thing
later.
with stuff like that too is it's the same thing with Austin Powers. Like Dumb and Dumber might not have done well in movie theaters, but then VHS sales at that time on the back end fucking made it explode. Like Austin Powers failed at the box office and then was the most
Really?
rented movie.
It
in,
did?
yeah,
That's
it was
crazy.
the most rented movie at Blockbuster and like the most stolen movie or something like that.
It's
But you
also
don't have
one of-
that anymore.
It's also one
Right.
of like the most popular like cultural references you could ever bring up to anyone.
Yeah,
like,
baby. Yeah.
film wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
No, yeah, baby.
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought you were like. I thought
Yeah,
you were
maybe.
like. Yeah, maybe. I was like.
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
Okay.
pretty important, dude.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, no, for sure, dude. Get in my belly.
Get in me belly.
Well, boys, this is a fucking wrap on this ep.
Wrap it up.
Let's do the plugs, dude. I got I might be, I don't know when this is fucking dropping, but
Well, let's think about it.
I'll
This
just-
is 9, so 3 weeks from now.
We've plugged the last 2 podcasts we did, and
3 weeks from now.
those dates are a minute out.
well, it's on Tuesday, so yeah, 1, 2, 3. Tuesday the 12th. Okay, let me check.
Let's
my,
plug the butt line,
let me check
man.
my dates, dude.
Shout out Buttline.
What's the fucking number?
I'll let you know.
Look at the Insta, dude. Okay, let me. I'm here. I'm here. Okay, March 12th. Tonight.
12th.
March 12th. Tonight. I'm at
Tonight.
El Rocco Lounge in Savannah, Georgia. Opening for Bikini Trill. March 14th, I'm in Charleston, South Carolina at the Charleston Poorhouse opening for Bikini Trail. March 15th, the Palm Room, Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina. The 16th, Cat's Cradle, Carborough, North Carolina. The 19th, Virginia Beach, Virginia. 20th, Richmond, Virginia. 21st, Baltimore, Maryland. Fucking 22nd, New York at Mercury Lounge. If I don't see people I know there, I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to unalive myself. All right, March 23rd, Wayne, Pennsylvania. It's like 30 minutes outside Philadelphia. All my Philly people, please make the damn trip, dude. Come on, dude. I want to see you there, bro. Get down there and go to the fucking show, bro. 24th. 24th, I'm at the Club Cafe in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And the 26th, I'm at the Summit in Columbus, Ohio. Those are my dates. JarvMakesMusic.com for tickets, folks, and get some merch on the website, too. Thanks.
I will be with Jarv at Mercury Lounge on that date. I don't know if he'll have me up, but I
yeah,
will
buddy.
be there.
Ethan will be rapping at Mercury Lounge, and
I will be rapping at Mercury Lounge with Nate.
buy me and Ethan beers. And
When-
Dan,
when
if
is
he can be
Mercury
there,
Lounge?
too. The
When?
24th
Of October?
What? March.
Oh, wait. March
Mercury Lounge is
24th?
March 22nd.
I will be doing a
I'll be
3-hour set at Mercury Lounge on the date that Nate is there.
Yep.
Of that night.
I'm giving him my set.
I'm
I
gonna
have
be
3
doing.
hours.
I'm gonna be doing a tight 10 outside of Mercury Lounge. I'll have a hat that you can throw money in, and then
It's in protest of the show.
Yeah. I just one time I fucking went to go do a show in Portland, Maine, and Dylan couldn't get in, and he had his guitar, so he just busked outside and made 3 times as much money just
my
busking.
God,
I got
dude.
paid like $50 to do the show. I came out and he was like, "Dude, I got like $130."
That's
just
so
like, "You
sick.
fucking piece of
That
shit."
rules.
I also
Damn.
spent my whole money on the $5 drinks. Anyways, April 19th and 20th, please come see me at Roar Comedy at the MGM Casino in Springfield, Massachusetts. I'll be featuring for Joe Mackey. He's a very funny fella, and I am real excited for it.
Fuck yeah, Daniel. I love it.
Thank you. Other than that, I'll be hitting open mics, trying my best.
Yeah, baby.
Shout
yeah,
out
dude.
Butt House.
I
And
ain't
shout
got-
out fans.
I ain't got nothing else to plug but that butt house.
Get
to-
Ethan's
Baby.
album.
Go buy his merch on bandcamp.com/NauteRenmus.
And hit
Yeah.
up the dang butt line. We want
Yeah.
more calls.
Call the butt line. We want to give like life advice. Like, is your wife being a bitch? Is your son showing feminine traits? Like, ask us what you should do, dude. We'll tell you.
Yeah.
And don't jerk off
And yeah,
on the
don't
butt line.
don't call.
It's not the nut line.
Actually, we can't really tell them not to because then they're just going to do it. So here, please,
true.
please call and try to be funny. That's what.
Try to be
please.
funny, or just call my personal line if you want to jerk off.
Yeah. Don't call and not send videos, dude. What the
DM
fuck?
us individually if you're trying to jerk.
Yeah, bro. Don't jerk me around. Just jerk that wiener and let us watch, dude.
Got him. Butt House.
Motherfucking butt house, bitch. Bow.
Love y'all. Peace.
Oh, also before I go, I want to say I got this shirt from Pajama Sam. Support the man, Pajama. He might be sold out of these
show that
fucking
shit.
things.
Really show that, dog.
It's the Dexter's Laboratory motherfucking hip hop tape. The shit is fire. But anyways, there's a cassette tape that goes with it. Support the man. I think he might be totally sold out of them, but check with Pajama Sam.
Shout out Pajama Sam. He's always dropping dope fucking bootleg shit. And he's got that track on Funk 95, my album called Bootleg.
Yep.
Check that out, dude.
One of the most creative and inspiring people I know.
I'm on his album 25 on a song called Ramen, where I rap about fucking ramen very intricately. It's an ill verse.
Fuck yeah.
But I hear great things. Shout out Sam.
Sam.
Tall man, 100 grand. All right. Peace. Butt house.